This is from Leslie Raymond, the Kent County Council of the Arts. Leslie is in a meeting currently for the GAR. She sends this, and I will read it quickly. We are writing to express our concern that limitations will be put in place that will curtail the use of video as a means of artistic expression. Our local art galleries and commercial establishments could use this medium for display and storytelling to great advantage. If artistic standards and use guidelines are in place, this media can enhance a presentation without compromising the aesthetics desired by those governing the historic districts in Chestertown. Digital formats fill our lives in many ways and are powerful tools of our culture. We should embrace this and use it in ways that preserves our town's quiet beauty, yet celebrates its move into the 21st century. The second one is from Leslie Raymond, who is also, is from Marilee Schumann, who is also in that same meeting and couldn't be here. Marilee and Faith are the owners of the Tree of Life Gallery of American Art on Cannon Street. To the Town Council of Chestertown, I would like to express my concern about the proposed changes to the town sign ordinance that addresses the use of video screens and other lighted moving signs. I have two concerns. I am a part owner in a gallery in Chestertown, the Tree of Life Gallery on Cannon Street. While we have no immediate plans to use video or lighted signage, it is certainly possible that we may want to in the future to draw customers to our location, a crucial factor in our success. Also, as an artist and gallery owner, I would like to keep the option of video art and display open for artistic reasons. As Alex Castro has expressed, digital media are important avenues for contemporary artistic expression, and legislation to discourage them would be going in the wrong direction for the town. We should strive to include the most vibrant and exciting arts we can. I am proud of Chestertown's beauty, and I appreciate the care and study that has gone into keeping downtown as elegant and gracious as it is. But there has to be a careful balance to nurture the businesses that make Chestertown a desirable place to live, as well as visit, so that our businesses don't stagnate. The arts community in Chestertown contributes strongly to the liveliness of downtown, and I think it is important to stay contemporary and cutting edge. Let us be proactive in ways that will make all our businesses thrive. I encourage the town to revisit the changes to the sign ordinance as it pertains to video projection and art. I believe we can agree to guidelines that will enhance the business opportunities in town, as well as giving artists the freedom to explore the most contemporary media. Quote, if art is to nourish the roots of our culture, a society must set the artist free to follow his vision wherever it takes him. Unquote, John F. Kennedy, 1960s. I have prepared a statement, and I am speaking to you as a business owner and as a resident of the historic district. And I am going to eliminate several paragraphs that I'm going to give you, which give you an indication of how I came to be concerned about these ordinances as they're related to my business. First of all, though, I would like a couple of thank yous. I want to extend my thanks to Nancy McGuire, who made sure that every member of the DCA actually had a copy of the ordinance so we would know what we were talking about. I very much appreciate that. I also would like to let the community know that when I had asked for an opportunity to meet with Case DeMoy to discuss the legislation in detail, he very happily met with me. He walked me through each point. He wanted to make sure I understood exactly what it said. I consider myself fortunate to live in a community where people volunteer their time and energy on the Historic District Commissions and on the Planning Commission. We owe a great deal of thanks to everyone in these roles, and I also would like to applaud the Town Council for the work that they do for our community. You can read about why I got interested in this and talk to Case about what I could do, but it actually had to do with an LED sign. As I delved further into the proposed changes, I noted several areas of concerns for me as a person involved in the arts and a business owner, and I feel we need to address them. Number one, the 30-day period for temporary signs and displays is too short a period for most arts-oriented programs. The costs involved in mounting exhibits limit the number we can offer. Most exhibits run for a longer period of time than the 30-day allotment. We've had an excellent program of our town manager and Kay's and others giving us individual temporary permissions, but if this gets into point-by-point wording, we need to have flexibility. 30 days wouldn't be enough. Under prohibited signs, pennants, banners, streamers, and other fluttering, spinning, or similar types of advertising devices are prohibited. This is not even something that's open to a change, but I'd like to point out some work that's been done by the Greater Chestertown Initiative over this last year and the DCA. We've been exploring ideas to support the stabilization and contribute to the growth of downtown Chestertown. We have invited speakers, sought out the expertise of consultants, conducted visits to other historic small towns, and brainstormed with local stakeholders. Casey Wilson, statewide coordinator with the Small Business and Technology Development Center, encouraged us to embrace new methods of communication and animate our downtown commercial districts. One of the most discussed ideas was the use of a simple banner to draw people through the commercial district, highlighting retail, arts organizations, galleries, theaters, our historic sites, our rails to trails, our environmental concerns, that we could create a well-constructed, aesthetically pleasing program using color-coded banners to move the public throughout the town. Now, we knew this was prohibited by our sign ordinance as it stood. We knew we would need to go to the town for approval. But we are now concerned, will opportunities for this kind of innovative solutions as we look at our downtown be summarily denied because, oh, we just did this. So we need to have that feeling it's going to stay open. Number 3, the section of the ordinance dealing with LED signs located within a structure creates many problems. Case assured me that my use of the technology featuring the images of art in the gallery would be allowed, even though my screen would only be inches from my glass-fronted door. I am grateful that I will be allowed to use this new technology, but at the risk of causing potential damage to myself, I question whether my image of a work of art, i.e. a painting or a sculpture, is different from an image of a virtual house tour that a realtor may wish to use in their office. The devil is always in the details. Summation. The next 5 to 10 years will present us with numerous opportunities and challenges. We have a joint initiative underway for development of the waterfront with Washington College. We have plans on the books and initiatives under development for partnerships with the college utilizing arts and environmental groups that will engage citizens of all ages. We will need to animate our spaces and encourage participation in ways our culture, both the young and the old, easily embrace. The use of technology in signage and by the arts and business communities will continue to expand. What might be state-of-the-art today will be obsolete in 5 years. Historic communities all over the world, many of them considered UNESCO World Heritage Sites, are embracing new technologies while preserving cultural treasures. When I was visiting in Nancy, France recently, the Place Stanislas, which is a remarkable place in the middle of this World Heritage Site, was the site of a 50-foot tall video installation projected on the surfaces of the 4 major historic structures within the square, to the delight of the tourists, restaurateurs, and all participating in a technology-driven event celebrating their cultural heritage. I encourage the town council to grant a moratorium on the proposed sign regulations and allow a committee to be formed bringing the stakeholders most affected by the changes together, with experts at the state and national level, i.e. tourism and economic development advisors, National Trust for Historic Preservation Consultants, National Endowment for the Arts advisors, Main Street advocates, and other town advisors who may be dealing with these issues in their own historic towns. I encourage our leaders to remain flexible. We will have many sign issues to address as they relate to creating dynamic wholeness to all Chestertown offers. The commercial area of historic Chestertown is very small. There is no question that it will require regulation, and not everyone will be pleased with every decision. But I fear that in an effort to eliminate loopholes, we are moving in a direction that will not provide opportunities for innovation and flexibility. If we enact these proposed changes to the regulations, it will be too easy to say no to new ideas. The answer we could be given when coming before the Historic District Commission or the Planning Commission or the Town Council could be laced with an attitude of fait accompli. We just reviewed these regulations in 2013. Therefore, we will not take your proposal under advisement. We are all working too hard for a town we love to establish roadblocks unnecessarily. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. You got copies for everyone.
Thank you.
Next person.
I guess I
Yes, sir. You want to come forward and introduce yourself?